So what is going on, people? Welcome to episode 28 of the Sheffield Wednesday Career Mode here on EFC 24. I hope you're doing well. And while in the last episode we finished the month of August, so that means the deadline has passed for transfers, and now we can focus on the meat of the season. If you didn't see last episode, go and check that one out before you have a look at this one. But just to recap, we started the season with a 2-1 win at home against Chelsea. Considering we've moved up to Ultimate, that was quite unexpected. We then picked up a more expected result. Maybe not against the opposition, but we were absolutely spanked 4-0 by Leeds. When I say the game was there for the taking, that might seem a bit odd considering we lost 4-0. But there was a large spell when we were 1-0 down when we dominated. If we'd have scored, it would have been a completely different game. As it was, we just collapsed towards the end of the game. We then beat Walsall in a sim game in the Cup, and then we drew in the final game of the episode against Crystal Palace. So a mixed start, but I'll certainly take a win over Chelsea on the opening day. Today though, 3 games. We start with fellow promoted side Southampton away from home. We then have an international break before a game against Brighton at home. And then we end the episode with a trip to Old Trafford. It'll be interesting to see how we cope with that one. But if you are looking forward to this episode, make sure you pop a like on there for me. Subscribe to the channel as well. I distinctly realised as well, they didn't actually go through some of the transfers at the end of that deadline. So we will do just now. Heung-min Son was a free agent, as was Ziyech. That's sad, but then seeing Son at 33 years old also makes me a little bit sad. So let's check some of the biggest deals of the window. Okay. Jude to Spurs for £177 million. Right. Okay. Yeah, didn't expect that one. We saw this one. Diaz to Real Madrid, £111 million on deadline day. Gavi, well, he's already had a couple of moves in this career mode, from Juve to Wolves for £104 million. Kolo Muani from PSG to Barca, 85. Declan Rice to Napoli, 82. Almada, wow, that's a big MLS transfer. Atlanta to Marseille for 81. Alejandro Balde, PSG to Bayern, 74. Madison, almost a swap Madison for Jude. I think I know who I'd rather have. No offence, James Madison, but that's still £73 million. Marquinhos to Leipzig. That was done midway through the last episode, I think. 68 mil. Vardiel to Inter, 67. Bruno to Milan, 66. Gabriel from PSG to Leverkusen. Some players have already had a couple of moves in this career mode. Kim Min-jae. Gonçalves to Spurs. Okay, so they've really bolstered their attack. That's 60 million. Diogo Costa to Lazio. Canate. SMS come back from Saudi. Romero to United. I wonder if they still have Onana. Neves back to Europe. Baumgartner. Fratese's a big move. McAllister to Barca. Dazo Miranda. So John Stones is there. Vieira to Leeds. That's I'd say that's a good move actually. Retegui, Turan, Pavard. Byers up there is a big deal. Evan Ferguson, wow. United to Atleti, only 36 million though. Interesting. Laporte back to Man City. So there you go then. Well, there's some interesting deals there. We, of course, no stranger to a deal ourselves. We made 9 signings in the window just gone. This is what our team looks like at this moment in time. So Michael Cooper, Plymouth goalkeeper, signed in the summer in goal. A back four of Nathan Patterson, a deadline day signing from Everton. Cannon is in there along with Alvarez, and Lucas Perez, also a deadline day signing from Cadets. Going to give him a go in this game. Puigtas was a signing earlier in the summer from Sociedad. And he partners with Hughes. Robert Scov on the right, Asprilla on the left, Franco in the 10, Fernandinho up top. But there are some people I'm not 100% sure on. I'll be totally honest. I might even give a Fourie game instead of Cooper in this one. But some other players we're starting to get to grips with, the likes of Fernandinho, starting to acclimatise to his style of play, very different to that of Ike Ugbo. Franca hasn't really impressed me that much since coming in. Bookstash is doing okay, but yeah, a couple of new defenders that we're going to have to get used to as well. So that's enough rambling. In terms of the standings, we're bang mid-table, which is absolutely fine with me. I can't remember, actually, what our objective was this season. Domestic. Avoid relegation. Alright, sweet. That's absolutely fine. Okay, cool. Well, we had good success against Southampton last season. Let's see if we can repeat that. Right, for this first game in the episode, this is how our host Southampton line up. Bazunu in goal, both for Brie Bella Kotchap, Nico Lawrence and Manning at the back. Shea Charles holding with Macaulay, Regen and Sanson in the middle. Sanson was a free agent I was looking at in the summer. Musi on the right, Ross Stewart leading the line, Silamana on the left. They've got some more decent options on the bench. Again, another Regen in Endo there. We've just went through our lineup. I have brought a Forey in. But yeah, Patterson in to make a debut. Cannon's out at centre half. Perez making a debut as well. So let's see how these new players get on then. Of course, this, like I said earlier, this was a championship fixture last season, but both teams ended up getting promoted. Southampton, of course, runners up to us as champions, and that's offside anyway. But yeah, now we've moved it up to ultimate as well. Oh, that's a lovely turn. And now Sulemana is in behind, and we're in serious trouble here because Alvarez, he took his time, Ross Stewart, to bury that. Almost allowed Perez to get back at him. But the first move of the match, and Southampton have torn us apart there. Sulemana with a lovely turn and completely left us at sea. It's actually Musi who scored the goal. Oh, well, 6 minutes in, that is not the start we wanted. We're just being sold so easily. There's a couple of times. There's one instance where that happened in the Leeds game that cost us a goal. We just got turned far too easily and it left us exposed. And that is a lovely little jink and a great strike past the keeper. And it's Musi who's grabbed a second. And well, any chance, and again, it's just, is that Perez there who's tried to shut him down? Not a lot that a Forey can do, and it's just flown past him. Esprit has done well there though, and Fernandinho really needed to try and help out there and make a run, but early doors, Southampton showing that maybe they were the team that should have won the league last season. I think it was only a gap of about 3 points that we beat them to the title. But they're showing early doors here why they certainly the team with Premier League nous, and Musi is in again here. Perez is coming across, desperate not to give away the foul, and thankfully for us, Ofori has made the save. We can get this one away, but early doors we have not been good here, and Hughes can't get near it. And now that's a lovely turn, and they're in behind here, and it's 3-0. What a horrid opening 25 minutes this has been. I can't handle them. I think that's Sulemana who's back there, and it's an absolute party on the south coast here. The fans go mental. The goal music stopped, and they're still having a party. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. That's a nice bit of play from Franken. Can he get away from... He might be able to get away from his defenders. Oh, that's Esprit. Will Hughes. That's a nice turn. Robert Scarve will bring us a goal back on the half-hour mark. The fans in the corner there go mental. I want you to pick the ball up, mate. He's not interested. We'll go again. But yeah, very well worked that. Oh, Nino, that's a lovely piece of play. And now Franca is in. Matej Franca will score this time. And while we're just over 10 minutes to go, we have life in this game. He's finally unlocked the defence for Nino with a piece of hold-up play and the pass. And Franca in behind, that finishing ability finally proving its worth. We might have just had an option back on. It's around the defender, but it's going to recover. And that's going to be that. Ah, Cantero, that was your moment. If you'd made that supporting run, we would have been in and surely would have scored. And Buenel has gone to Besiktas as a result of us bringing Patterson in, sorry. So for the second game of the episode then, this is how Brighton line up. Verbruggen in goal, a back four of Tomiyasu, Akanji, Igor and Ferland Mendy. What a back line that is that they've assembled. Gilmore and Leonard in the midfield. Mazzillo on the right and Ingra on the left. Ayari in behind Kwame. Got Barco there, João Pedro. Ben Chilwell's there. Some interesting options. We have gone back to full strength, so Cooper's in for a 4-y. Other than that, it's as you were. So, again, looking for some more from this Sheffield Wednesday side. It looks like it is going to be a difficult season for us. Of course, we expected that, but again, the moving difficulty as well was always going to not help things, but we needed to adjust. We're assembling a good squad as well, so hopefully once the likes have acclimatised, then we could be in for a decent season. One thing I'm noticing about Brighton already is that they like to move the ball quickly. And Adingra has got Patterson on the ropes here. And he sold him an absolute dream. And that's... Oh, what a save from Cooper. Oh, no, that's not the best. Asprilla gets back. And thankfully, Perez can come away with it as he gallops down this left-hand side. Keep this one in play. He does indeed. Franca... Can he have a run? Maybe. Akanji will cut this one back. Oh, it's not. It's Will Hughes. It's Robert Skov on that right, and it's a good save in the end from Verbruggen. Skov being decent with both feet certainly helps. Scored with his right foot in the last game. Adingra. Oh, that's a lovely piece of play. Oh, and thankfully, Cooper's alive to it. I think it's Ayari who's tried to just side foot it past Cooper. Thankfully, he's alive to it. He's made a couple of decent saves in this game so far. Cooper drifted inside. Oh, that's a nice tackle from Puigdemont. Oh, tries to get a ball over the top because Franca had made himself some space, but the young Americans lost out. Will Hughes, that's a lovely pass. Oh, and that's a great turn. And I thought we had bodies in front of it to stop the shot from coming in, but it's Adingra who's buried it, and he runs over to the manager to celebrate with him. But again, got a body over, thought it was enough in there, and Perez is kind of, almost shied away from that in a way. And Asprilla just robs his man of the ball and says, "Thank you very much, I will take that," but runs straight into a Brighton player, and they bring it forward again, and it's a strike, and he's lashed out a goal. Adingra. Cooper beaten, but I don't know how much he could have done about it, to be honest, and it's 2-0 for Brighton. They're running away with this one now. So much for me thinking this was going to be a close run game. Just getting caught more so like the normal, obviously again the step up in quality and moving up in difficulty. Trying to go out to meet players with defenders, getting beat, and then that's it. They're just in. Need to stop. Just trying to... just... There goes the final whistle. 2-0 it is to Brighton in this one. And, just... Not at the races. Not at the races. Not much you can say about that. And now we face a trip to Old Trafford to end the episode. For the final game of the episode then, our trip to Old Trafford. This is how United line up. Ramiro in goal, back four of Calabria, Bremer, Martinez and Brandon Williams. Oyedele and Casemiro holding. Anthony on the right, Alvaro Fernandez on the left, Lorenzo Pellegrini in the 10. Hoyland up top. They've got Schick on the bench, Almiron, interestingly, Lindelof, Makoko, Mount, Maguire, Onana. So it's a decent United side, even though they've got a couple of youngsters in there, the likes of Fernandez and Oyedele as well. Certainly still plenty of good players. We are unchanged. Although I'm starting to think of how I can change this Sheffield Wednesday side for the better. But 2 defeats from 2. I mean, let's be honest, I'm expecting it to be 3 defeats from 3 in this episode. But is it going to be like FIFA's gone past? Are the bigger teams going to take us for granted? And are they going to be easier to pick apart? And I am all for it. And that's a lovely passage of play. Fernandinho could be in behind. He's not got the most pace, but he might get away from Martinez. And Fernandinho, at the second bite of the cherry, he has his goal. And on the most unlikely of scorelines, Sheffield Wednesday have taken the lead away at Old Trafford. The home fans stunned into silence. Ramiro cannot believe what has just happened. But he manages to stay away from Martinez. The shot not brilliant on his left, straight at the keeper. Thankfully, though, it's kind of rebounded back into a dangerous area. He's the first to react, Fernandinho. And he gets a goal away from home at the Stretford end. And Sheffield Wednesday, despite some calamitous defending and some heroic defending and goalkeeping at times, we have a lead. Oh, that's worked well to Anthony Perez. Needs to get back. It's cut back well. And Hughes just... For goodness sake, Pellegrini's just blasted that in at the near post. Hughes has just come in to try and absolutely body him. Not worked whatsoever. Just bang, just bounces off him. Pellegrini's like, no, that's cool. Cooper, from that distance... You say keepers shouldn't get beat at the near post with that much power. Oh my God, Will Hughes, get a grip. That's a lovely little ball from to Espria. Oh, and he's cut inside beautifully there. Oh, and he's found Fernandinho, who's in town, found Pustas. And we've returned our goal. That's terrible English. It's not even Puskas, it's Franca. We've taken our lead back. And he's just about got there ahead of... I thought he was offside Franca. Ramiro should have dived at his feet. But it's, well, 6s and 7s from United. And, well, you can see the fans behind the goal absolutely livid, the big bloke with the beard. We've restored our lead. What is going on in this game? The tactical changes that I was thinking of making ever so slightly are actually kind of coming to fruition in this game, even though I haven't changed anything. Well in, Reggie. Now Skov can come away. Fernandinho's making the run. Can he get away from Lisandro Martinez? He's held it up well and he's found Franca. He's brought him into play. Franca! Oh, what a finish, Mateus Franca! It's 3-1. What a finish from the Brazilian. He's starting to find his feet now in terms of goal scoring. It's a double for him in this game. Forced away from goal by his fellow countryman Bremer. But that strike right into the side netting is a strike that George Hall would be proud of. And we've extended our lead at Old Trafford. And Nino just holding that ball up, and there could be a ball in it, you know. And Franca has got on that. If he can get away from Brandon Williams, he's not going to be able to quite. That's a great ball. Pukstas. Oh, could it be? Oh, it's a fourth. It's superb play from Sheffield Wednesday. And an absolutely justified fourth. Fernandinho it is who's grabbed his second of the game. Was that Reggie Cannon? I thought it was Franca bursting through. If that's a ball from Reggie Cannon, just the composure from Pukstas. And now, oh, the goal, it's superbly worked. And there goes the full-time whistle. What a result. But what a result that is. Absolutely out of nowhere. I cannot believe that. We've turned up to Old Trafford and absolutely done them. Ten Hag does not look happy. Players despondent in the dressing room, and I'm not surprised. Spurs win the North London derby, but that result is massive for us. We'll see what that does for us in terms of the league. We've got Wolves next in the third round of the Carabao Cup, but that should help move us 14th now. We were 17th before that game, but it's given us a bit of breathing room. Villa really struggling, as are Norwich. But that is a massive, massive result for us. Absolutely huge. Does wonders for the goal difference as well. Right. Well, there you've seen it. 14th in the league. If we have a look at what is to come in the next episode, then we start with a home game. We'll play this game against Wolves in the Carabao Cup. And then home against Man City, and then a trip to the London Stadium to take on West Ham. So guys, another big game. They keep on coming, but if you are looking forward to the next episode, and if you have enjoyed this one, pop a like on there for me, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next one.